Layne, are we bottoming out?
We are not bottoming out. Here's an up-to-date example of how that's not happening. Market statistics came out for the Utah MLS, the Wasatch Front MLS, and in the month of June, the median home price was $550,000 and average days on market was 21 before a home went under contract.
Yeah,
Under
3
contract
weeks.
meaning the seller received an offer and signed and accepted it, right? And so, but the month before that, the median price was $541,000
People are still making money.
and 23 days on market.
Less time, more money.
If you're a buyer, and I realize Utah has quite its own economy right now, okay? If you're a buyer, buying now is far better than waiting until interest rates drop. You wait because of the pent-up demand.
You're going to price yourself out.
You're going to, well, not only that, it's that if you can get into a home now and you can weather the payment, you already have your house. Now interest rates drop, what do? Refinance it. Super simple. Whereas if you wait, because you're waiting for it, and I've heard this a lot, I'm waiting for interest rates to come back down. Well, we saw 2 years ago the chaos that ensued with the multiple offer situations where the seller had every piece of leverage, people waiving appraisal, waiving almost all contingencies.
I think some people offered their firstborn children to get into houses.
It felt that way, waiving due diligence.
Oh, yeah. Not being able to cancel because of your inspection. In what world would we ever think people would do that?
Outrageous earnest money.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. And making it hard or non-refundable upon acceptance. Like I'll drop $10,000 and not even have had anybody through the house. It's crazy.
Yeah. And days on market was like, we got down to the low as like 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't stress enough the importance, if you're thinking about buying, of doing it now. I understand the monthly payment on a $400,000 house is equal to what it was on a $700,000 house.
But we can't unwind the clock.
No, we can't go back. You can't have regrets. The most important time to buy real estate is now. And so I hope that, if you're looking for your primary residence, whether you work with me or another agent, now is the time to act. Then you have control on earnest money. You have control on the due diligence contingency.
You're not competing against 50 people. You might compete against 5.
And of all the transactions you see through, Jen does, at the peak was doing 55 transactions a month.
Yeah.
With their group and that.
Oh, yeah.
When you would see what kind of concessions when it was a seller's market and the interest rates were so low, were sellers giving?
Oh, sellers weren't giving any concessions. You would have a faulty foundation and someone's still buying and waiving their appraisal or bringing cash to close to cover appraisal gaps.
If you want to wait till interest rates drop, and you want to lose that opportunity to push back and get seller concessions and get them to have to repair the foundation, the roof, potential water damage or anything.
Buy you a home warranty. We weren't even seeing home warranties.
Yeah, the home warranties were not even included in this. So the importance of taking advantage of what some perceive as a bad market. I am currently myself looking, okay, because I know I can get seller concessions to help buy down a rate that makes the payment, puts the payment in a situation that's manageable. And guess what? I have my own home under contract right now. Okay, we bought a home over 2 years ago, completely gutted and remodeled it, selling our home that we just moved out of about 3 months ago. And as a seller, to make it attractive, I did a huge buy down on an over $1 million home.
Yep.
Okay, or I offered a huge concession, and it made it super attractive. And I ended up, receiving more than I was asking on price as part of it because I saw that advertisement.
Yeah, exactly.
And we had multiple offers, on the home. Yes, in this climate.
Yeah.
We did, okay?
Exactly. And so sellers, you can still know that confidently you can list your home. You're not just going to get one offer most likely. You're going to have options. There are things that we can do to help you when you're getting your home ready to sell that make it more appealing than the one down the street. So for buyers and sellers right now, it's a perfect time.
It's still, the demand's still there.
Yeah.
Now, the overall home compared to a year ago, as far as sales, were down 20%. And part of that is because homeowners with a lower interest rate are holding on.
Yeah.
Okay. But some people do have to sell. And if you're in that situation, we can get it prepped right, which is a whole other podcast, along with many others to discuss with sellers to help them net the most money possible. However, as a seller right now, with confidence, I can sit down with you and let you know exactly what you need to do because I just did all those things with my own house to get the offer that we got and to maximize the return on it.
For sure.
After living in a house for 15 years, which obviously is going to have all kinds of warts.
Yeah.
I raised 4 kids in it. You know, we basically,
you beat that thing down.
kids did what kids do
Yes.
and did what we had to do from, I feel like was it made a lot of sense. The amount of money that we
and
spent
you sold your
to
home and bought a new home and remodeled a home in that crazy climate still as a real estate agent, knowing all the different sides of it. You didn't wait for the interest rate to drop. You didn't wait for the market economy to change. You jumped in, you made the best of the situation. Real estate is a long game. It's not a short game. And people get in, get your piece of the pie now. And then in 15 years, you'll be sitting in a situation like Layne and his family were, where you have the equity, where you're sitting on money that you can use to roll forward into the next home or the next adventure.
Yeah, and I've had recently over $1 million listings that we get under contract fairly quickly.
Yeah.
You know, there is a demand, obviously, in that price range. You're dealing with a little bit different demographic who is not as concerned with the interest rate, you know, because they can handle a payment and refinance it.
Yes.
And however, if you're in the lower 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, it's crazy. I'm getting up into these numbers that are considered the lower end.
Yes.
But welcome to the Utah market. You know, we have only so much real estate between mountains and mountains and mountains and lakes, and an economy that's just providing jobs at such a rapid rate. So anyways, buyers, critical that you take advantage. This is the time to buy. I'm as being genuine and straightforward and sincere as I can be, because you do not want to be caught in an absolute multi-offer situation, fighting for your life to get into a house when you could have had it now.
Yeah.
But you said to yourself, well,
I want to wait till it's
I want to wait.
for.
Yeah, till the interest rates are less, and who knows if that'll ever happen.
It might never happen again.
And if it does, you're in a position where you own your house. You're not competing with people to get the rate down to where you want to adjust your payment.
Yeah. And the people who bought 2 years ago, that's still okay. They've still, like you said, gained equity in their investment. And so you can take that equity if you're a current homeowner and roll it forward into the next property. If you haven't bought a property before, then you can get into the real estate game.
Love it. Buy now.